Hi everyone. So we have this series and we have to check whether this series is absolutely convergent, conditionally convergent or divergent series. First of all, I will write a given series. First, I will try for absolute convergence. Okay, so in that case, what we do, we consider mod minus 1 raised to n upon root n, right? So this is equal to if you apply the mod, so this minus sign will get cancelled, so because of this mod, and you will have only 1 upon root n. Basically 1 upon root n means 1 upon n raised to 1 by 2, right? But see, 1 upon n raised to 1 by 2, see, but I will mention here, but summation 1 upon n raised to 1 by 2 is a p series, right? It's a p series with p is equal to 1 by 2, which is clearly less than 1. So see, the thing is, if you have a p series with p greater than 1, then only it is convergent. So here we have got p is less than 1, so therefore I can declare, therefore summation 1 upon n raised to 1 by 2 is divergent series. See, this series is divergent, that is nothing but this series is divergent. Okay, I will write on the next page. Okay, so I wrote the same thing. So it's a divergent series. That means by applying mod, we are getting a divergent series. So that means we can say it's not absolutely convergent, since by applying mod it is not convergent. So I will say it is not absolutely convergent series. Okay, so now we have to check whether it is convergent or not. It is not absolutely convergent, but basically it is a convergent or not. Okay, so that's why I mentioned we will check it is convergent or not. So basically it is an alternating series, so I will compare with a standard form. Okay, so it is an alternating series, right? Alternating series, so that's why I will compare it. So we'll compare it with its standard form. Okay, so see, I'm comparing this series with the standard form of alternating series. Then will you tell me what is our n? N means minus one, multiple of minus 1 raised to n. This is 1 upon root n. So when you have an alternating series, normally we use Leibniz test to check whether the given series is convergent or not. So there are three conditions. First condition is n should be non-negative. So clearly 1 upon root n is greater than or equal to 0. Actually it is strictly greater than 0. Okay, so by considering a positive square root, this is nothing but our n, so we can write therefore n is also greater than or equal to 0. In this way we prove that the first condition is satisfied. Let us go for the second condition. What is the second condition? We have to prove that n is a decreasing sequence. Okay, so clearly one thing we can write, that n is less than n plus 1. Okay, this is true for all natural numbers. What will I do? I will take square root of both sides. Okay, so inequality is maintained. If you take a reciprocal, then inequality will get changed, right? For all n belongs to set of natural number. Okay, but see, this is nothing but n and this is nothing but an plus 1. So this is n greater than an plus 1 for all n belongs to set of natural numbers. So that's why you can declare it is a decreasing sequence. Second condition is also satisfied. So the third condition of Leibniz test is limit n tends to infinity of n should be 0. So let us see what is its limit. Limit n tends to infinity. What is our n? This is 1 by root n. So if I put infinity here, 1 upon infinity or root doesn't matter, 1 upon infinity, you will have 0. So see, all three conditions are satisfied. n is non-negative, it's a decreasing, and limit is 0. So all conditions of Leibniz theorems are satisfied. So therefore we can apply Leibniz theorem. So therefore by Leibniz theorem we can say the given alternating series, that means summation n running from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to n upon root n is convergent. So see what we have proved. So therefore it is convergent, but mod it's convergent. So therefore I'm now concluding, therefore summation n running from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to n upon root n is convergent, but not absolutely convergent. So therefore it is convergent. but not absolutely convergent, so we call it as it is conditionally convergent. So the minus 1 raised to n upon root n is conditionally convergent. Yes, in this way we completed this problem. Thank you.